We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
A short kick taken at the 18.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20 and able to get this out to the 25.
Prescott off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. In motion, left goes Boyd. Second and 2. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Prescott on first down. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He's got room at the 30. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it with Pollard. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. In motion left goes Boyd. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down.
This goes out wide from Nixon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. In motion left goes Boyd. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw again.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion left goes Boyd. Second and 9 now. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 8. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A first down throw for Prescott. It's caught. Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Prescott. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
47. Here we go, 47.
On play action, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Play action now, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Maher is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a... Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll drop to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here go 46. Here go 46.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Second and 6. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a third down. Looking to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back, complete. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Into the hands of Cooks. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now Dak.
There again is Cooks, complete.
Hey, kill.
To throw, Prescott.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he goes out right around the 39. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Now Prescott.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Dak. Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Second and 10. Prescott tosses the out route here to Gallup.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
47. Kill.
Here's Prescott.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Mixon with a first down carry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.